Well, it's certainly true that China poses a bigger military and economic challenge than Russia, because China is a superpower and Russia no longer is. And China is a superpower in all the domains that matter these days, from artificial intelligence to quantum computing to space technology to drone technology. So there's no question that we have to take China seriously, and we must make sure that the same thing doesn't happen to Taiwan that happened to Ukraine. We need to understand that Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan are democracies threatened by the autocracies, and the United States has commitments to all three. The key issue is that you can't separate these threats. The Chinese are now working hand in glove with the Russians and the Iranians and the North Koreans in what deserves to be called an axis.
Yes.
And that axis would benefit, clearly, if we folded in Ukraine and handed the country to Putin. That would be a huge win, not just for Putin, it would be a huge win for Xi Jinping. And I think one of the things that changed in the last year was that Republicans, particularly in the House of Representatives, went from a naive view, oh, who cares about Ukraine? That's a democratic war, to, hang on a second, this guy Putin seems to be backed by China and we're kind of the anti-China party. That kind of shift of sentiment was very discernible. And it's why the Republicans in the end voted to restore aid to Ukraine. It was explained to them that letting Ukraine lose, which cutting off aid basically implied, would be to let not only Putin win, but the whole Axis win. And I think not only Donald Trump got that message, but so did J.D. Vance, whose rhetoric changed on Ukraine in the course of the election campaign.